Hey guys, and welcome back to Fox with Stocks. Key note, we will be rebranding to Unlok Freedom in the future, so if you see a name change, do keep that in mind. Now, I want to be honest, I want to make a nicer video later for this company. However, I want to get something out there quickly for you guys because I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. If I'm going to spend a week making a video, this price could move. So I want to get this out here as soon as possible. I don't normally talk about crypto on the Fox with Stocks channel. I wanted to make that primarily a stock trading channel, and I haven't really been honestly that excited about new crypto projects or anything crypto since 2017. I did a lot of trading in crypto 2017. However, the more I learned about this company, the more excited I got. So first I want to talk to you about opportunity, okay? Just opportunity in general. How do you know a crypto is a good crypto, a stock is a good stock, etc.? Number one is risk and conviction. Do you have enough knowledge and information that you can really make an informed decision? And how much risk is there that this thing is going to completely flop and fail? Now, when we go back to this, I invested in Celsius in 2018. There was a lot of risk because the company was just starting. It wasn't really a formed product. It wasn't really active. You know, you're basically gambling. But that's why I put in a little bit of money, and now I feel bad because it was less than 10 cents a piece. Now it's $6.40 a piece. Huge return. And of course, I wish I had invested a lot more, but I did a critical error. I did not know and do enough research on who the CEO is. I really got into it, honestly, because there's a group of us and we kind of all got in this together. We were kind of following each other's trades and stuff. And I didn't do the research on this. If I had known who this guy was and what his previous accomplishments is, and we'll get to Alex in a second, I would have gone a lot more into this and made a lot more money. Now, there's also the timing, right? Obviously, it would have been better, right, to get in at 10 cents a piece than to get in at 6.40. However, when you got in at 10 cents a piece, it was still a startup. It could still get crushed by any competitor. It could still get crushed by regulatory issues. These guys have gone above and beyond full regulatory issues. They're based in New Jersey, I believe. They're based in the US. They can do loans in California. They have a separate license just for that. This is a good, safe company from a regulatory standpoint, okay? But it wasn't in 2018, right? You had to get all of that going and in process. So now it's actually safer to get in. Then there's the timing. And what I mean by that is, what is the upside? I personally believe, okay, and this is just my opinion, not financial advice, etc. I believe it's trading at 6.40 today. And in sometime between 2 and 5 years out, I'm betting my own money that this is going to be a $50 token or more. So let's get into this, okay? Who are they? What do they do? Celsius is sort of CeFi. It's DeFi before DeFi. It is centralized, okay? But they accumulate assets, then they make loans. They lend those assets to, and these are collateral loans, okay? They're backed by collateral, which means if the underlying drops too far, whatever trading, it liquidates them and it pulls the money back. So it's very, very safe securities lending. But this is what your bank does, by the way. When you make a deposit in your bank, they use that money to either write a 30-year mortgage on a house, and the house is the underlying asset, and they could take away if the customer stops paying, okay? But they also lend it out on credit cards, and they lend it out on securities, security exchanges. So people who maybe are day trading or leveraging up on a day trade or something like that, and when the collateral drops, they yank back that loan. It's very safe, very high yield. Your bank is making, 20, 18, 24% on credit cards. It's making 8, 10% on these security exchanges. And a mortgage, you think, well, mortgage, that's just 3, 4, 5%. American mortgages are front loaded. That's what people don't know. In Canada, they're evenly spread on the principal and interest. In America, they are front loaded. All the interest is in the beginning. So when you refinance or sell the house and get a new loan every 7 years, guess what? 90% of your payments went to the loan. So these mortgage companies, these banks, when they write a mortgage, they know that on average, people change houses every 5 years, okay, because they have a kid, they need a bigger house, they get a different job, they get a divorce, right? Something happens in your life every 5 years. I've talked about this on some of my other videos. You can check that out. Hit like and subscribe, and then also just click on the name, right? Fox with Stocks and see our playlist. There's a lot of wisdom in there, okay? The bank knows that on average, you're going to get a 30-year mortgage, but every 5 years, something's going to happen in your life and you're going to change houses. They are making, I kid you not, about 50% a year on your 3% loan because of the front loading of the interest. To me, it's a scam. We should have the Canadian even spread system on our mortgages. American government doesn't care enough about you to make that happen, okay? So the banks get away with it and they make a ton of money from that, okay? But let's think about this. Well, what does the bank give you on your deposit? Are they giving you 80% of that 50% margin? No, you're getting 0.1%, 0.24% in some cases. It's ridiculous the amount of money that they're making off of your money, and they're not sharing diddly with you. Instead, they're charging you tons of overdraft fees, monthly maintenance fees, all this other stuff. What if you could actually get 80% of what the bank is making? That is what Celsius, this way, camera's reverse. That's what Celsius is basically giving you. They give out, they lend this money out, right? Your assets, they use it and they lend it out, and they give you 80% of whatever they get. So they keep 20% for themselves, unlike the bank, which is keeping 99.9% for themselves, okay? Now, they got 20 billion, with a B, not million, 20 billion of assets under management, or what they call in community assets, okay? They have 1 million users. Now, that doesn't say active users, so I don't know what their active user count is. That could just be anybody that signed up at any time, okay? They have paid out over $507 million in interest to their users in the last 12 months, okay? And you can read all this other stuff, but what I really want to get to, what I wish I knew in 2018, and I'm telling you is the nail in the coffin of why I have so much conviction and am so excited about this company, is the founder and CEO, Alex Mashinsky. Alex Mashinsky is not a nobody. He is not this is not his first company. This is actually his 8th or 9th startup, and it is his 3rd unicorn. If you don't know what that means, it means he founded billion-dollar companies. A company that goes to $1 billion in San Francisco in the venture capital world, we call these unicorns. This is not his first unicorn. This is not his second unicorn. This is his 3rd unicorn. It's already worth $1 billion, okay? He also worked on, and I'm going to go through his LinkedIn really quick, okay? Arbonnet, founder and board member of the telecom industry's largest exchange, had blah, 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 phone companies, billion transactions, combined revenue, 1.5 billion. They ended up selling it for $800 million, okay? He worked on, this is not a dum-dum. He worked on TCP/IP. He helped invent the internet. He worked on and was a very early promoter of voice over internet protocol, VoIP. People were telling him, you can't use VoIP because it uses the entire computer. You need a computer just to make one call, so you need 2 computers to call each other. And he said, no, look at Moore's Law. Next year, you're going to have multi-core, you're going to have all this other stuff, and it's just going to use one of your core. Voice over internet protocol is going to be a major, major thing. We need to build it now, and he's the guy that did that. This is like the Elon Musk for the internet, okay, guys? All right, I'm telling you, just go watch his videos, go learn more about him. The more I watch this guy, the more I'm just in absolute awe, because this is like investing in a Tim Draper, an Elon Musk, or basically an Alex Mashinsky. They call him the machine because of his name. He was born, I believe, in Ukraine and grew up in communism. Then he lived in Israel. He had socialism. And then he moved to America because America was capitalism. He is a bona fide capitalist. He believes in the capitalist system. I want you to go check him out, because the more you listen to him, the more you understand that this company is going to be absolutely massive. And by owning the CEL token, you're going to get appreciation and dividends. I have so much conviction and so much I see so much opportunity in this. I'm telling all of my friends and family first. Now I'm sharing it with you guys. I want to make an even nicer, better video later, but I want to get this out here as soon as possible so that you don't feel like, oh, you missed out on this opportunity. This opportunity is now. I want to get this video out to you now. Now I want to be very clear, there has been a huge jump in the price last year. Just over the last year, this coin has gone from 40 cents up to $6.40 in January. It did a little bit of a dip, but that's basically where we're staying at. We're staying at $7.50 to $6.40. So you may feel like, well, bud, we've already missed this huge opportunity here. I want you to have the mindset that, hey, if I invest in this, I'm not going to try and cash out. This isn't a day trade. This isn't a day trade situation. You're not looking at the chart and the wedge and the cup and handle and trying to catch this big upswing here. I'm saying what I'm doing with my own money, a lot of it, okay, is I'm buying now, and I'm going to maybe buy every week a little bit or buy every month. I might dollar cost average into this. but I'm going to hold for 2 to 5 years. I'm going to hold and not sell anything until it's in the $50 range. That's my goal, because I really believe it's going to do that.
Join Celsius and get up to $50 of free Bitcoin by clicking the referral link below.
Why do I think it's going to do that? Okay, they have what's called the flywheel. This is one of the best tokenomics schemes I've ever seen. They issue loans with the balances that they have on your tokens and other tokens. They collect that interest and they distribute 80% to its members. When you put in Bitcoin, they lend out your Bitcoin and then you get more Bitcoin. The same thing happens with their CEL token, okay? But you get even more Bitcoin if 25% of your wallet, of your account with them is CEL tokens. So they're encouraging users to buy and hodl their token. They then lend those coins out and you get interest on your own coins. So it's a little bit the same. But they also go back and use part of their proceeds and they buy CEL tokens off of the market. So they're buying back, just like a company buys back their own shares, they're buying back their own tokens. They distribute that to their members through all sorts of other schemes and rewards things and memberships and bounties and stuff like that. Check it out. As your wallet balance increases, okay, as you're getting more and more of these dividends, you actually have more and more to lend, so you're actually getting compound interest. They're making more and you're making more. Everyone in the ecosystem is making more. And all together, this is going to drive the token up, okay? I'm going to let Alex give a little bit of a talk on how they make yield. Just listen in.
Confusion about where yield comes from. And we keep going back and comparing apples and oranges when we talk about, for example, stocks or bonds that pay certain dividends versus DeFi versus, for example, doing farming or doing all kind of like really high risk things. So really it's important that each person understands the different families that generate yield. Like how would you generate yield? So for example, if you bought a basket of dividend paying stocks, that you would probably earn about 2.5% per year. And that's a pretty safe source of yield because the companies that earn that money pay you that dividend. Some of them are banks, some of them are phone companies, and so on. So we know exactly how they are generating profit and how much of that profit they are distributing to shareholders every quarter. And that's the yield that is being paid. Same way, Celsius generates a certain amount of profit by lending assets, right? It's similar to what banks do. Banks lend assets as well, but we lend them out on a short-term basis. We don't do loans. These are not loans to build a new building or to purchase certain factory items like banks do when they lend companies money. We lend financial assets so financial players can basically transact or generate income for themselves from arbitrage, from market making, from sometimes shorting certain stocks or certain digital assets. So all these things you can look online. You can go on Google and do a search for securities lending, and we are the equivalent to that in the digital world. So Celsius invented this category. We created that out of scratch, right? We created the ability for the people who are long only, the hodlers, to earn additional yield on their assets, on their Bitcoin, on their Ethereum, while they're sitting on those assets, right? So the idea is that these assets, instead of just sitting in cold storage, could be generating yield at a low risk. The key is to get high yield at a low risk. And by doing that, you can effectively increase, not just have compounding income, but basically increase your assets or get more and more Bitcoin or more Ethereum into your wallets, right? And that's what we've been doing for the last several years. Very successfully distributed over $100 million worth of interest income to our community and really generating yield that sometimes is up to 100 times more than what your bank pays you on your dollars. So that's really the scarcity of money in the digital asset world. The scarcity of these assets is what allows us to charge anywhere between 7 and 15% from institutions, from exchanges, from DEXs to basically deliver that income to our community.
Okay, that was great. So, am I saying now is the perfect time to get into Celsius? No, we could definitely see a pullback, right? This used to be 40 cents to $3 a piece, $2 a piece. We've had a massive run up. So you might start to see as people realize they go back and look at their token and they go, oh, wow, this has doubled and tripled from when I bought it. I'm going to sell some to lock in some of that profit, okay? So maybe now isn't the perfect time. I don't know, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to be buying some either every week or every month. Maybe I'm going to buy a bunch. I think I'll probably buy a bunch this week, and then I'll wait, and if there's a pullback, I'll buy more. And if nothing happens or it goes up, maybe a month later I'll buy some more. I'm going to come up with my dollar cost averaging in strategy, and I think you guys should do the same, okay? Let's talk about some more stats around this. So you're thinking, well, I've got Bitcoin or I've got Ethereum, or how much money can I make on my CEL token? If you put your money into the wallet, you automatically start generating For Bitcoin, 6%, that's per year, okay? Ethereum, 5%. CEL, 4.86%. Now that is the beautiful thing about this strategy, okay? I don't get me wrong, 5% is 5%. I'll take everything I can get. I'm not super excited about 5%. But when you're getting 5% yield and appreciation, and that yield is the appreciating asset, right? So you're actually getting 5% more CEL tokens, which I believe are going to 10x in the next 2 to 5 years, right? That's just more free money, basically. Am I making sense, right? If you had let's say you had 100,000 CEL tokens, which would be a lot, that'd be $600,000. So maybe you had 10,000, right? 10,000 CEL tokens is about $63,000. Well, every year, and by the way, important to understand, they pay out weekly. Every Monday, you get interest. So every Monday, you're going to get a few more CEL tokens. By the end of the year, you're going to have, what did we say, 10,000 tokens? So you're going to have 5%, 10,000, 1,000, it's 500 more tokens, right? Basically, if that token becomes worth $50, you're going to get 500 times 50 extra free money because the dividend is the underlying asset. You understand what I'm saying? It's like I put money in to get this asset, and then I'm going to get more and more of that asset, which I believe is going to appreciate over time. That's what makes this such an incredible opportunity, and why I actually do care about it, because you're getting the dividend, but I'm not going to take that dividend and immediately change it to cash. I'm going to keep it in CEL tokens. I want more CEL tokens. Another reason why I think the CEL token is going to go up, because other people are thinking the same thing as me, right? They're like, I'm going to put CEL tokens in, and I'm going to get more CEL tokens, and the price is going to go up because people are going to buy more CEL tokens for the yield, and they also think it's going to go up, which causes this, self-fulfilling prophecy. Ooh, excuse me. The braces make it hard to say hard words, okay? Especially when you're going so fast. But you get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many mechanics here that make you want to hold CEL tokens. And if you go in and you borrow, let's say I'm just a borrower. I don't want any of this CEL token, BS or whatever, right? I just have some Bitcoins, and I want to take out 50% of my value from my Bitcoins, because if I get a loan, if I sell the Bitcoins, then that's a taxable event for most countries, or certainly for the US, okay? But if I get a loan on my Bitcoins, then I can take that money, use that money, invest that money, etc., and I don't have to pay taxes on that Bitcoin. And actually, if the Bitcoin price goes up again, my LTV changes so that I can borrow more money at the new value. Bitcoin goes up, I borrow more money, right? You can just keep taking money out tax-free or tax-deferred because the Bitcoin asset keeps going up. Now, if you do that on Celsius, you get a better rate if 25% of your portfolio, or even 5 or 10, they have different levels of your portfolio, is in CEL tokens. So they're encouraging borrowers to hold CEL tokens, they're encouraging lenders to hold CEL tokens, and the institutional investors that they work with that move money in and out of here, they're also getting that reward, and so they're encouraged to hold CEL tokens. And then everyone sees, wow, look at all these great reasons for CEL token to go up. So they're going to buy and hold CEL tokens, which causes everything to go up. It's a great system. It's one of the best I've ever seen, okay? So one more thing down here I wanted to show you, I think. Maybe it was on the other one. Okay. They also are working on CEL Pay. I don't know if this works or if it's just not available for us US customers. It doesn't show up in my app, but you can send CEL to other members. I think actually I logged in on the website and it did work, but I couldn't find it on the phone app. Okay, not sure what's going on there. Here's who are the biggest hodlers. Celsius themselves, there's one more stat I wanted to show you, which is the total circulating supply is about 7 million. Total supply is 7 million. 522 million are in circulation, and the rest are being held back in the company for different reasons. And I had that on a sheet here, but maybe I closed it before I showed it to you. Sorry about that. But here is the machine, aka the CEO. He is the largest hodler of his own token, right? He's holding on to his own token. That's like if a CEO held on to his own shares. So he is incentivized to make the sell price go up, just like a CEO who owns his own company, obviously, or shares in his company wants the share price to go up. For us as investors, shareholders and token holders, this is a good thing. There's a little bit of kickback on the crypto community, like, well, they own everything. Well, he owns 40 million out of 700 million. You can take from that what you will, okay? I just see a ton of opportunity here. I don't think we're too early. The company is already regulated. They're already operating and doing loans in California and the US. I've applied for a loan myself that's still going through the process. But, what else can I say? I don't know what else I can say. Listen, I've got a referral link down below. If you use my referral link, you can earn up to $50 if you put in $400, okay? But check it out, right? It's free. You can download the app for free. You can sign up for free. You can take a look around. You can make your decision to deposit or not deposit $400 later after you learn more about this company. What I'm encouraging you to do is just go into LinkedIn and type in Alex Mashinsky and go and see his interviews, okay? Use the referral code first. I get a little bit of kickback. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Thank me for giving you this information early so that you have at least the opportunity to invest whether you choose to or not. But then just do yourself a favor that I should have done and I wish I would have done in 2018. I literally would have pushed me to the millionaire status with just this one investment if I had realized who this guy really is, what he's worked on before. You find somebody that's built 2 unicorns before, who helped basically build the internet with his contributions to TCP/IP and VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol, and you go, hey, this guy's going to take on banking and finance, and he's going to give all these rewards, and he's got a great structure for his token. When you put all of these pieces together, you can see that this is just a huge opportunity, and you're not too early, okay? So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you guys for watching. Share this with your friends and family. Use my referral code, at least sign up and get the app for free and check it out. And then, like I said, start watching his videos, because that was I saw the CEL token, I bought some, I saw it go up in price, and I'm like, before I sell my tokens, why don't I go ahead and do some research? And then I saw some of his panels where he went to some like crypto trade shows and stuff like that, and they had anti-crypto people and they had crypto people talking against each other like in a debate. And this guy was just, I'm so tuned in to everything that this guy is saying. I feel like this guy is completely switched on. This guy sees the future of money and of the internet and of crypto, right? Just like a lot of the Bitcoin maximalists and stuff like that. Like you see a lot of crypto people that got it switched on, but this guy, he has the power, right? He's got the chutzpah. He's done it before. He's built unicorn companies before. Like I keep saying this again and again. He helped build the internet protocols that we use today. We all use TCP/IP, even if we don't know how we use it. We all use a benefit from voice over internet protocol on every Zoom call, every Google meeting, all this other stuff. He helped build those things. How can you not trust this guy or believe that this guy is going to make a massive company? So go watch his talks. Thank you guys. This is Fox with Stocks, soon to be rebranded as Unlok Freedom. So check us out. Stay subscribed. Cheers, guys.
Join Celsius and get up to $50 of free Bitcoin by clicking the referral link below. Want another video like this one? Click here for our playlists.